The U.S. president gave a hotly awaited speech at the Davos Economic Conference in Switzerland, saying, "The world is witnessing the resurgence of a strong and prosperous America." Mr. Trump, who said he's a cheerleader for the U.S., boasted of his success in boosting the American economy and slashing red tape, and vowed that growth in the U.S. would help other countries too. He said, "I believe in America.As President of the United States. I will always put America first. Just like the leaders of other countries should put their countries first.But America first does not mean America alone." The speech was closely scripted and restrained in tone, unlike Mr. Trump's usual freewheeling style. But taking questions afterwards, the president took the time to attack the nasty, mean, vicious and very fake media while admitting, "For whatever reason, I've always been able to get a disproportionate amount of press." His hit on the media attracted boos from the audience, but he laughed at the same time, suggesting it was supposed to be light-hearted. During his speech, he reeled off a list of success stories from the past year, boasting of low unemployment, a soaring stock market and massive tax cuts which he claimed are handing each family $4,000. The president said, "Whether you're pouring $1 billion or $10 into America, we thank you." There has never been a better time to hire, to build, to invest, and to grow in the United States. America is open for business and we are competitive again. Now is the perfect time to bring your business, your jobs and your investment to the United States. When the United States grows, so does the world. American prosperity has created countless jobs around the globe, and the drive for excellence, creativity, and innovation in the United States has led to important discoveries that help people everywhere live more prosperous and healthier lives. Mr. Trump also boasted of his record on foreign policy, fighting ISIS in the Middle East and facing down North Korea. Everyone must contribute their fair share. We want to unite all civilized nations for maximum pressure to de-nuke the Korean peninsula. We have been destroying jihadist groups such as ISIS, and successfully so. The coalition to defeat ISIS has retaken almost 100% of the territory once held by these killers in Iraq and Syria. The president threatened a trade battle with other countries which he believes are ripping America off, saying, "We will enforce our trade laws and restore integrity to the trading system." Earlier today, he boasted Davos has never had crowds like this before, as he promised his speech to world leaders would bring global peace and prosperity. The Republican, who was attending the forum for the first time, proudly told reporters at the summit today there was a crowd like they've never had before. He joked, "I assume they're here because of Klaus," referring to WEF founder Klaus Schwab, who was standing next to him. And he predicted his message will be very well received by attendees at the annual gathering of financial and political leaders. The 71-year-old is expected to tell delegates later today that America is open for business. And he will focus on lifting up the forgotten men and women left behind by globalization, it is reported. The protectionist-leaning president's attendance at the annual gathering for free trade-loving political and business elites has raised eyebrows. His decision to sign new tariffs boosting American manufacturers this week has prompted fresh concerns. But Trump seemed to receive a warm welcome as he arrived at the venue yesterday. And some delegates praised the president ahead of the summit for boosting the U.S. economy and getting consumers spending again. The president awoke to a bombshell New York Times story that he had ordered the firing of Russia investigation special prosecutor Robert Mueller last year. The story claimed he had to back off when a top White House lawyer threatened to resign. But he brushed off questions on the topic as he arrived for the forum today, telling reporters, "Fake news." Typical New York Times. Fake stories. We pay for your stories. Do you have a story for the Sun online news team? Email us at tips@thesun.